Good evening, my lords and ladies. I was kind of hoping to be able to do a comprehensive video by now on all of the Saberforge Gen 3 Eco Sabers, but I'm still waiting for my aggressor and my progenitor to arrive from Saberforge. They've been working on those for about a month, apparently, because I had to order them from the Saberforge website. Those are the two versions of the Gen 3s that come with a wrap, and the aggressor I ordered with weathering because I wanted to see how the weathering is applied to those hilts, because I mean they're not done technically by Saberforge, so I don't know if the weathering is done at Saberforge or if it's done elsewhere. And then I'm not sure what the logistics are. But that one is, I believe, coming with an amber blade, and I ordered, I think, a copper ray skin wrap on that one, and then with the progressor, I kind of went old school full Graflex, and I think I got, if I'm not mistaken, kind of a brownish wrap on that one with a blue blade in the regular finish. And of course, my stalwart is still in the still being serviced. No word on that. From what I understand, it takes upwards to 4 weeks. I have expected just sort of go to the post office and then it'll be there, probably in the box that I sent it, and they'll either have said that they could fix it or not fix it. I'm not too sure if if they are rather communicative. But anyway, I sort of wanted to discuss the a little bit of the pros and cons of what I do have. Again, what you see is a defender, the antagonist, and the ranger. Um, as you know, the defender is a very sharp sort of um, it's a rough hilt, and I have actually injured myself on this saber. I cut myself rather badly, but as you can see, it's already healed. I'm like borderline Wolverine. I heal fairly quickly. As far as how the sound functions on this one, it's pretty reliable. Of course, this uses the Crimson Saber font, and for the most part,
Power on. Saberforge Crimson.
now I'm just letting this stay sort of static, and there's kind of stability issues with the motion sensing on these sabers, which I'm sure a lot of people have noticed, which tends to be a little bit unpredictable. It does kind of kick off every once in a while. This is I consider normal, so I can live with this. But then again, unless I'm wearing gloves, I won't really uh, play around with this one too much.
Power off.
It's rather easy to get yourself injured with this one. Now, the aggressor is it's a much friendlier design. It doesn't quite have the coarseness that the defender does. And, or rather, what I say aggressor, I meant antagonist. You stay. Stop trying to escape. That won't last, but anyway. No, this is the antagonist. And other than the fact that the ends are rather sharp, everything else is quite comfortable. I find that the handle here, the grenade sections, even though it's a bit coarse, I haven't actually injured myself on it, and it's not too bad. Now this one has the Viridian font, and as everyone that has purchased one of these sabers probably realizes, the Viridian isn't the most reliable font for these particular sabers. I guess the best. I'm kind of coming up with a terminology on the fly, but I call it slap happy. It kind of gives you a bit of that wooka 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 kind of effect. But for the most part, it's livable. And I've just been kind of using this one sort of muted.
Saberforge Iridium.
Whoops.
Power off.
All right. And last but not least is my new Defender. Now, the old Defender, until it kind of went through its issues and died on me, more or less functioned perfectly. I would say it was a perfect, maybe an 8 out of 10. But this one's a little bit, strange.
Power on. Saberforge Crimson.
Now, check this out. You see what it's doing there? This one just kind of kicks off the various effects randomly, as well as has the strange affectation with the font. And this is running Crimson, so this one doesn't run quite as well as my Defender, and it has a lot of issues. I'm sort of on the fence about this one, whether or not I want to attempt to send it to Saberforge for
Saberforge Crimson.
for repairs. But at this point, with all the
Power off.
sabers that I'm waiting for, I'm in no rush. So there you have it. That's pretty much where I stand with my pretties here. As far as rating them at, from a scale of 1 to 10, I kind of rate the Defender, as kind of a 7. The electronics are fairly reliable, but as I said, it is possible to mangle yourself on it. The the Antagonist, I give this one probably also a 7, because I find that even though there are some sharp bits and the electronics are a little bit funky, it's something I can't live with. So that one I give a 7. But the Ranger here, my new Ranger, I have to give this one a 5, because the electronics are just kind of deplorable. They're working, so that's a plus, but it has its issues. So once I get my stalwart back, whatever condition that comes in, or I'm not sure how that's going to go, and my progressor and my aggressor, is that what I'm not even sure I have those names right, but once I have all 6 of them in hand, then I plan on doing a comparison of all of them. Now, I kind of wanted to get the black version of the Ranger, but at this point, I don't know if I'm going to be spending any more money on these. And I might focus on just getting higher end sabers. I do plan on getting a Electrum Sabercraft's Aurora at some point. Because I've seen reviews. The Arctic Jedi has one, and it just looks really, really incredible. And of course, Sidious has reviewed that saber, and it just looks like I've been wanting to get kind of an Obi-Wan style saber for a while, ever since my Redeemer died, and it is 100% dead. There's no saving it, short of gutting it and having someone do an install or sending it off to get repaired. So the Aurora is, even though that's not really an Obi-Wan saber, it's Obi-Wan-esque enough for me. And in the meantime, because I'm getting sick and tired of waiting for sabers to arrive, it's been upwards to 5+ weeks, and I'm waiting for some of the companies to deliver. I'm actually exploring getting another JQ sabers from lands far away that I've seen, and I'm trying to procure that one, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty incredible saber to have in my collection. At any rate, that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to say to you, fine lords and ladies, this particular morning. 'Tis a lovely morning. I plan on going outside and spending the day with a friend of mine, and whatever we end up doing, I'm sure it's going to be pretty damn cool. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day themselves, and a wonderful week. And I will talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.